Hello people of YouTube, following a couple of unique 300cc scooters, Keeway have given us this motorcycle. This is a very unique and actually the only motorcycle in its segment. The V302C is a twin-cylinder urban cruiser, and we are going to tell you all you need to know about this new motorcycle. Full marks to Keeway's design team because they have understood the assignment. To make a cruiser is not an easy task, and they have rightfully drawn inspiration from an American icon. So from a profile silhouette, this motorcycle looks exactly like what a cruiser looks like in all of our minds. On top of that, elements like the 16-inch front wheel, 15-inch rear wheel, the low stance it offers, the exposed engine, airbox, and the entire body shape screams cruiser. So on the design front, good job Keeway. The instrument cluster of the V302C hangs off the handlebar in a very stylish and modern way, and the unit itself is a very small circular digital unit that displays the speed, tachometer, time, and your trip meters and odometers, along with the fuel gauge of course, making a very nice, compact and easy to read dial. The Keeway V302C gets a flat handlebar, forward placed foot pegs and a low seat height, and all of that gives you the perfect riding position for the city because you are comfortable at all times. However, the position of the V-twin engine is in such a way that the rear cylinder is very close to your leg. So on a hot day in lots of traffic, you could feel the effects of heat at the leg. While all of this real estate keeps the rider nice and comfortable, the pillion only gets a fraction of it. And to add to his or her misery, this thing slopes downwards. So not the safest place to be. But look at it this way. Having ridden with you pillion one time, everybody will insist that you ride alone and in peace. To cruise comfortably, I believe you need more than one cylinder, and Keeway have got that right because this motorcycle gets a V-twin 300cc engine that makes just the right amount of power and torque, and it is mated to a 6-speed transmission. Now this is not a motorcycle that has a lot of low-end grunt because the engine is very similar to a decent sport bike. There's a lot of mid-range that tapers off as you go towards the higher RPM, but it is decently refined until about 6,500 RPM. That's when your vibrations start coming in. So in 6th gear, around that mark, you can do about 120 kilometers an hour very comfortably. Now, as I mentioned before, this motorcycle gets a 6-speed transmission, and the gear ratios are quite well spaced out. So that means in 6th gear, you can do as low as 30 to 35 kilometers an hour, and the motorcycle will pull away very cleanly. But one thing I don't like about this gearbox is that it has a lot of play at the lever, making neutral very hard to find. And the gears do slot in place, but you don't get the feeling that you enjoy when you shift gears. So maybe that could be improved. In terms of suspension, this motorcycle gets a USD fork at the front and twin shock absorbers at the rear, which are not set up too stiffly, neither too softly, just right for triple-digit highway cruising. The braking department is managed by single disc brakes at either end. And the stopping power is nice. It can be regulated with 2 fingers on the bar, but then the problem is the feel is not there. You don't know how much braking force you are applying, so that could be improved. What do we expect from a cruiser? What we expect is a pliant and planted ride along with a comfortable ride quality that is good for long distance riding. And this motorcycle has all of it. It is beautiful over bad roads, and it has a riding position that is comfortable enough to let you cover kilometers in reasonable comfort. The Keeway V302C does a lot of things right as a motorcycle. It is easy to ride, it is nice to look at, it has the right engine, and more than anything else, it is nice and fun to ride. But the one thing that could be this motorcycle's downfall is its price. The V302C is priced at Rs 3.89 lakh ex-showroom, which puts it in the price bracket of much higher capacity motorcycles. So would you buy this over any other motorcycle in this segment? Let us know in the comments section. And if you enjoyed watching our video, as always, like, share and subscribe. This is Joshua Varghese signing off for Bike India. Until next time.